shot up. That is in. Murray's the win. Have room to run. Also district champion.
So back for the Kings. Quarterback. That is loose. Ball loose. Queen City with the ball. Touchdown to sideline. Championship action coming from the Class 2 District 8 Championship. Licking and Eugene. Licking will serve first. There are the visitors on the scoreboard, the orange one on your end, and Eugene, the black on the scoreboard. Licking in the black and orange, Eugene in the black and red. Steve Rizzler with me over here.
Serving first, he's one of the setters for Licking. They run a 6-2. One of them, the outside hitter, senior. She's back to serve. We have I'd say that's the nerves playing into effect right here.
These are
we're kind of back. We've got our center back behind for serve receive. Wallace comes up. Ooh. Oh, free ball here. Probably need a back set. Here we go, Danny. Someone's to the right side. Lindsay Wallace, the first setter, usually. We have a big three. We have Abby. Is also on outside. Medlock back to serve. We go. They're setting their outsides every time. That was the other end of the ball. Here comes number 6.
All right now.
Zoe Dawson is back to serve. She's a sophomore, middle. She's a gamer. Ooh. Number 15, Jaden Dickey for Eugene. They have some legit middles. Number 10. Jaden Dickey. Watch for her. Little demo.
Welcome to Jumanji.
Even the smallest words and actions can have a big effect on someone.
You have the skills.
Because of you, someone's entire day, their year, or their life can change.
Remember, the future is in your hands.
Visit becauseofyou.org to learn more.
Totally, let's do it.
Can you hear me now, Mike? All right, we got the libero still serving for Eugene. 14. Had a medlock, back to attack. Nice set to the middle. That's the matchup we're going to look for, 15 and 6. Mason Sparks. Riley Maloney she's our other setter for Licking. She's going to be back to serve. So this is where they moved their middle over to attack our right side block. Lindsay Wallace is over there. She's as tough as it gets. Nice serve receive by Clayton. Medlock swinging. Outside hitter. Nice. What the? Kill it. Nice swing by number 7, Kinsey Engelbrecht. Eugene has a lot of weapons on offense. Good size in the middle. Macy Sparks. She's swinging. And Sparks is back to serve. Number 7. They're really attacking our right side. Anna Medlock swinging. Going for Licking. It's like Sparks has got him on a run. Another point. I bet Eugene will call a timeout. Nope. Oof. Like net violation on Medlock, looks like. Number 16, Emma Fry, comes in. She's a sophomore outside. Nice serve. Riley. Boom. That's Hannah Medlock, set up by Riley Maloney. Substitution. In comes Kinley Keaton, number 22. Nice. In the net. Looks like Licking. Number 20, looks like Zoe Dawson was in the net. Number 15, Jaden Dickey, now back to serve. That middle block. Substitution, back comes number 8, Abby Solons. for Licking. It's actually her 18th birthday today. So we got another voter in Texas County. Number 7 with another set. That's a little miss hit. Hannah Medlock. Nice defense. Medlock. Looks like we got a wet spot on the floor here. Jason Tucker, he is on it. There will be no wet floor with Jason Tucker in the gym. Here we go, Lindsay Wallace. Second time around to serve. Oh, we are serving that back right corner. Wallace with the sweet spot. Eugene, number 7, boom. Kinsey Engelbrecht. I'd like to see her kill totals on the season. I bet it's up there. Eugene with a very impressive record. Abby Solons swings for Licking, number 8. Number 8 with the kill there. There's Shay Engelbrecht. Ooh, there's a double touch. Eugene starting to spread it back out. Number 7, Kinsey Engelbrecht. Abby Solons with the push. Another kill. Solons gets a hand on it, but it goes out of bounds on the block. 8 again. Their left side. I don't think they've set anywhere else. I think they set the middle once. Solons. Kind of a miss hit. I'm sure Licking will take it. Number 15 is junior Hannah Medlock. She's back to serve. Blocked by Zoe Dawson of Licking. They're making a little run here. Let's see if they can close it all the way. We got number 8 again. They are. Number 6 is coming in for Eugene, Addison Matthews. She's a sophomore. Number 3, Ava Schmoger, it looks like. Lift call by the official, Tim Hill. Number 20, Zoe Dawson is back to serve. See if she serves that back right corner. Where's the out? There's. That was nice. That's another Engelbrecht. That was Shay. The little bit I've been around Eugene, it's a pretty common family name there. Big into sports. Macy Sparks with the kill. In comes Riley Maloney. She's the other setter. She's a good server. But she's serving in between the libero. There seems to be confusion with the lineups. Who is supposed to be where?
the innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 290,000 participants here in Missouri who take part in high school sports or activities.
I'm Smokey Bear, and I made an assistant to help you out, because only you can prevent wildfires.
Hey, Assistant Smokey Bear, call me Papa Bear, because I'm grilling up dinner. Do you get it?
Yes, good job.
So, what should I do with all these coals?
Don't just toss them out. Put them in a metal container because those embers can start a wildfire.
I understand. The stakes are high.
Ha, 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 ha.
See, Smokey thinks I'm funny.
I'm not sure what's happening. Some confusion in rotations. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know volleyball that well. Looks like we're all good. Jason Tucker is on it. He is a Final Four official in basketball also. Riley Maloney with the nice serve. Back row attack by number 8, Shea Engelbrecht. Deflects off Licking's middle, Allie Hawk. Looks like Shea is back to serve. Back row attack. Wow, that was an impressive block. Number 15, Jaden Dickey. You know, we knew by watching film that she could be an issue. There's a floater. Seems like the break-in play could have aided Eugene a little bit. Who knows? Volleyball is a game of extremes. Looks like we're going to commercial.
Of any athletic event is generally forgotten over time, but the actions of players, coaches, and spectators leave lasting impressions. The next time you attend a high school game, think of how history will remember you. Choose good sportsmanship and help rekindle the spirit of citizenship. Remember, the lessons you teach today will help develop better citizens in our communities for tomorrow. This message has been brought to you by your friends at the Missouri State High School Activities Association and this local radio station.
All right, Eugene. They are out to a 6-point lead here in the first set at the district championship. District 8, Class 2. Looks like this one may be getting away from the Lady Wildcats. We're going to have to put a run together here. Eugene looking confident. Nice push. That one was hitting to the net by Kinsey Engelbrecht. Senior for Licking Macy Sparks back to serve. There's two. Let's see if Eugene uses a timeout here. If they have both of their timeouts left. If we score this point, I'm calling, Eugene will call it. Here comes Medlock. Boom. Here comes the timeout by Eugene. Nope. That's why I'm up here, not coaching. Nice serve by Macy Sparks. Back row attack is just a bomb. point right there, big point. Number 16, Emma Bray back in for Eugene. The sophomore outside hitter will serve. Eugene in control here. Nice. This is for a set point. Licky's going to have to regroup. Get an aim. Boom. Push. Back to the angle break. And you got it. Licky is going to have to take advantage. And it's out. And the first set goes to Eugene. What do you think about that, Alan?
Of any athletic event is generally forgotten over time, but the actions of players, coaches, and spectators leave lasting impressions. The next time you attend a high school game, think of how history will remember you. Choose good sportsmanship and help rekindle the spirit of citizenship. Remember, the lessons you teach today will help develop better citizens in our communities for tomorrow. This message has been brought to you by your friends at the Missouri State High School Activities Association and this local radio station.
LA County. The right help is right here. 988 is a 24/7, confidential, and free emergency line for mental health-related distress, including thoughts of suicide, as well as substance use crisis. So who should dial, text, or chat 988? Anyone. If you are having feelings like you can't go on, contact 988. If you cross paths with a stranger who is having a mental health emergency, contact 988. If you are with a loved one who is having a substance use crisis, contact 988. It can be for yourself, for your loved ones, or anyone in need of help. If it feels like a crisis to you, then it's a crisis. Contact 988. At the other end of the line, you'll find trained, compassionate crisis professionals who can help you over the phone or connect callers with community resources, including those that can provide an immediate response. 988, the compassionate connection for those experiencing mental health emergencies, suicidal thoughts, or substance use crisis. The right help is right here.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 290,000 participants here in Missouri who take part in high school sports or activities.
Sometimes we can do things that exclude others.
You're still talking to your friend? It's complicated.
I think he went back in. We gotta go get him.
Welcome to Jumanji.
Even the smallest words and actions can have a big effect on someone. You have the skills. Because of you, someone's entire day, their year, or their life can change.
Remember, the future is in your hands.
Visit becauseofyou.org to learn more.
Totally, let's do it.
Shot up, that is in, Murray with the win!
Now we're back.
All right. All right, we got number 15, Hannah Medlock back to serve. Hope you can hear us all right. I think Licking has their first lead of the day. Lindsay Wallace back set to Abby Solons. Abby Solons gets the kill.
So quick 2-0 start for the Wildcats here after...
Yeah, they're going to need to get it going. Oh, nice. Reagan Blaine, another middle, another quality middle that Eugene has. Looks like number 6, Addison Matthews, is back in for Eugene. And just like that, we're tied back up. I was trying to say earlier, volleyball is a game of runs. The momentum can swing quickly, and just like that, we're down 3-2. And a midlock with a back row attack, ties it up. In comes Allie Hawk. Sophomore Zoe Dawson back to serve.
3-3 right now, and the Eagles, big hit by the Eagles there off the set, and the Eagles have some pretty good height here coming into this.
What another big middle. Eugene Silveros back to serve. Macy Sparks finds the hole in the defense. Ryla Maloney coming in to serve for Licking. Eugene with the free ball, big. That's the matchup.
Eagles slight lead here, but both these teams really offsetting each other back and forth in this set right now.
And Medlock with another back row attack. She's getting her kills in for the night.
Just one sub.
Macy Sparks back to serve. Just a bit outside.
So once again, knotted back up here. If you are watching, the video is being a little cranky right now. It will sort itself out. Woo.
Another kill by senior Kinsey Engelbrecht. Number 16, Emma Frey, back in to serve for Eugene. It just seems like Eugene's in control.
Yeah, the first set, Eugene took off on a run, and really they never looked back. A little shift momentum there, so we're knotted up again. But
Kinley Keaton in to serve. Set a nice float earlier.
Absolutely, their Wildcats just need to start gaining a little control, get a couple 3 or 4 point run, and you know, it may just come down to that 3 or 4 point run here in a close matchup.
Jaden Dickey back to serve for Eugene. We got 7-8. And a medlock. You can see the focus on her face right there. She's biting her lip.
And if you're having trouble hearing us because the crowd is too loud, they are very loud here. Like we can barely hear each other. And
Wallace to serve for Licking.
quick set there. We're going to have to, he's going to have to adjust something, better timing on the middle block. Kenzie Engelbrecht, who's been everywhere tonight. On the third, blocked by another senior middle, Megan Blaine. There was another kill by Shay Engelbrecht. We're getting a hand on the block. Licking is getting a hand on the block, but it's staying in bounds. On our side or going out of bounds. There's a long serve. Let's see if Licking can take advantage of that. Hannah Medlock's usually one of our top servers.
Licking's going to need a runoff for this to gain some ground back.
There we go. We need to score right here. See our passing.
That's going to be a net violation.
Number 6, Addison Matthews back up to Eugene. Ava Moger back to serve. She is a senior setter. Another, Eugene's letting Licking hang around. Here's substitution number 6. Allie Hawk back in the middle. Fellow sophomore Zoe Dawson back to serve. See where she's going to hit it. I think it's going back here. Right there, the middle. We need a good set here. Nice. Abby Solon's block. Allie Hawk falls down. Timeout. Licking. Eugene up 3 with the serve.
Is a proud sponsor of the Waynesville Tigers as well as all the area Frisco League teams. Good luck to all the teams this season, and be sure to check them out for all your home loans, vehicle loans, and other money needs. They are member FDIC. Basketball coverage this season is also brought to you by Post Pawn Shop of Pulaski County, right outside the front gate of Fort Leonard Wood. Give Dan a call or just check them out as they have plenty of good deals to buy. I want to thank Stephanie Rome, KW Realtor, for helping provide coverage of the Dixon Bulldogs and Lady Bulldogs along with the Frisco League Tournament and other area teams in Pulaski County. Go Bulldogs.
Hello guys, my name is Sydney Bateman, aka Reggie. I think it's important to get vaccinated because we have to do our part. And if we don't do our part, then how can we move forward? How can we proceed going on with life? Well, not do your part, get vaccinated, and let's live this thing called life the right way.
Because I've heard that song every time out, and every break in the action we get to hear Nelly and some Lunatics from the Bad Boys 2 soundtrack, Bad Boys for Life. Mason Sparks on the outside. Nice dig by Eugene. There's a low set. Mason. Abby Summons with a hard push. There's a bad set, double set. Abby Summons with the hit in the barrel.
Not sure about that one.
Yeah, that ball was out.
I don't know about that one, but
back row attack, out again.
volleyball's a game that comes down to inches. Some of these, aces, they're either perfect aces or, 1 inch can make a difference on that line.
and Licking's just struggling to get in any type of rhythm offensively. And then that happens. And what we see, if you give Eugene a free ball, they're gonna cram it down your throat, either from the middle or the left side.
Eugene using a real power offense really is what they're doing here. They are relying on these big hits off the front line, and
yeah, they're going to the well. If something works, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They're going to go to it until Licking can stop it. Abby Solons gets a push. Riley Maloney back into serve for Licking. I just get the impression that Licking's having to fight for every point they get. We're not getting much, and then that's out. But Eugene just has hitters everywhere. I think that was their first right side attack.
That's their first real miss right there too off that hit so far. As you mentioned, Eugene just not slowing down. They're just bringing the power every time they go up for it there.
If Licking has any hope to get back in this, they're going to have to start blocking. Now they're having communication issues.
Well, now the issue. Now the issue Licking's going to run into is if they go down 2 sets, they're going to have to come back and win 3 in a row.
Well, somebody's got to win 3. There's a lift on the big middle. Let's see. Here's the chance. They're giving Licking opportunities with the long serves. See right here if they can get another style. Right to the well.
Once again, there's another one of those hits we were talking about earlier. Just powerful hits straight down the middle.
16 is in the fry. Yeah, they're quick set in their middle. It's a low quick set. It's really hard for our girls. Well, plus their middle is like probably 6'1 or 6'2. Jaden Dickey is. I mean, they're good for a reason. I mean, they're the #1 seed for a reason. Oh. That one's wide. Number 16, Emma Frey. She's a sophomore outside hitter. She's back to serve for Eugene.
I don't know if you watched any of the broadcasts with Eugene last night there, but Bell for a couple of sets gave him a challenge a little bit there. But in the end, Eugene, I believe, had a 18-point lead in the final set over Bell. And they did.
Timeout, Licking.
24/7 confidential and free emergency line for mental health related distress, including thoughts of suicide, as well as substance use crisis. So who should dial, text, or chat 988? Anyone. If you are having feelings like you can't go on, contact 988. If you cross paths with a stranger who is having a mental health emergency, contact 988. If you are with a loved one who is having a substance use crisis, contact 988. It can be for yourself, for your loved ones, or anyone in need of help. If it feels like a crisis to you, then it's a crisis. Contact 988. At the other end of the line, you'll find trained, compassionate crisis professionals who can help you over the phone or connect callers with community resources, including those that can provide an immediate response. 988.
And like clockwork, we get Nelly and the St. Lunatics again.
There's a pattern to that song, apparently.
So I was just informed. Oh, got quiet. The head coach for Eugene and the assistant coach are sisters. Rachel Ruppert and Becca Schulte. Actually, they grew up in Eldon. sitting right next to their father. So they made the short trip from Eldon to Eugene to start do some coaching. Eugene is starting to impose their will.
It looks like unless Licky can get the ball back and get a run going, this is going to be a set Eugene here.
Yep. Never know. Here comes Kinley Keaton back into serve. You know, we're really going to see what.
We're still going. It's just backed up.
We're really going to see what Licking's made of here. See what kind of grit they have. They're going to come back from this. You know, they put themselves in a hole where it's win 3. Oh!
Well, that one I might slightly not agree with, but
that ball was out. Kinsey Engelbrecht. She's just bringing the heat all night.
Set point coming up here again. Once again, that
set point number 2. Looks like we'll be getting to hear some St. Lunatics here in just a second.
Good save on that, being able to get it across. Eugene again sets up.
Rayleigh Clayton with the pancake. Abby Solon's back in. They may not win this set, but the momentum may carry over to the third. You know, it takes something like that. Somebody sacrificing their body, laying out. Lindsay Wallace to serve. Uh-oh. Licking's getting a ton of pushes, and for every push Licking gets, Eugene is getting a hammer.
Licking's still alive here. It's 7-point difference, but they have not given up yet.
Yeah, I would say this set's going to Eugene. It's just too hard to win that many points in a row in a big game against a really good team. But I think this momentum, could carry over.
All it takes is one good set to pull that up, and just like that, that will end this set. We're going to be back in about 3 minutes here, and set number 3 on the way. Eugene on top.
Is generally forgotten over time, but the actions of players, coaches, and spectators leave lasting impressions. The next time you attend a high school game, think of how history will remember you. Choose good sportsmanship and help rekindle the spirit of citizenship. Remember, the lessons you teach today will help develop better citizens in our communities for tomorrow. This message has been brought to you by your friends at the Missouri State High School Activities Association and this local radio station.
LA County. The right help is right here. 988 is a 24/7 confidential and free emergency line for mental health related distress, including thoughts of suicide, as well as substance use crisis. So who should dial, text, or chat 988? Anyone. If you are having feelings like you can't go on, contact 988. If you cross paths with a stranger who is having a mental health emergency, contact 988. If you are with a loved one who is having a substance use crisis, contact 988. It can be for yourself, for your loved ones, or anyone in need of help. If it feels like a crisis to you, then it's a crisis. Contact 988. At the other end of the line, you'll find trained, compassionate crisis professionals who can help you over the phone or connect callers with community resources, including those that can provide an immediate response. 988, the compassionate connection for those experiencing mental health emergencies, suicidal thoughts, or substance use crisis. The right help is right here.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 290,000 participants here in Missouri who take part in high school sports or activities.
Sometimes we can do things that exclude others.
You're still talking to your friend? It's complicated.
I think he went back in. We gotta go get him.
Welcome to Jumanji.
Even the smallest words and actions can have a big effect on someone. You have the skills. Because of you, someone's entire day, their year, or their life can change.
Remember, the future is in your hands.
Visit becauseofyou.org to learn more.
Totally, let's do it.
Shot up. That is in.
All right, back here, set number 3. Licking had some momentum at the end, and well, they would have momentum, but right now are I'm not sure. Okay, now we're going. Wildcats opening the third set again. This time a little different tactic on that. Wildcats with the first point. Looking now 2-0 lead here to start. I'm going to try to figure out some issues here if I can. Issues that are not cooperating well. Okay, we'll save that. Eugene, big hit. Licking continues. Eugene rolled it on the board here. We are going to, well, flip it back. Looking from the middle, again that cross set, blocked by the Wildcats. Saved by the Eagles, looking 3-2 now. something going on down there, but I am dealing with the internet issue, and hopefully we will get it working here. I'm going to try this, see if I can. We're gonna have all right, I'm switched to my cell phone, so hopefully this will cooperate here a little better. I believe it is. I think Misha is now we are back rolling here, so whatever the issue is, it was on the Misha side, evidently. I do apologize for that. I will share the link for the coach, and where it will be taken care of. 8 to 5. But 9 to 5. Can't return that one. 9 to 6 here. The action. Looks like Stream is catching up now, so. Whatever happened, it was not happy. Looking in the orange and black, white and black. Big hit. That is off of the left side of the right hand. Looking within 2 now. Steve Rizzler earlier honoring me here. Thank you for joining me. Of course, the girls basketball coach at Licking High School. Cross hit and violation. We now have a 1-point difference. Wildcats. We're going to need 3 sets in a row. Big block. That is 9-9. We are knotted up here at Dixon High School for this district championship. Winner will host, and both teams will go with a little bit of hardware, but the winner would preferably keep on playing with that hardware. Stouffville Licking, the number 2 seed. With the exception of Bell defeating Dixon, this tournament has followed a predictable path so far. Licking wanting to change that in the championship though, 10-10. We'll be at Springfield Central on Friday for some Tiger football district action. And next week will most likely be at Lebanon High School, whoever they play. Depending on how they turn out, but that is the plan right now. Partially because it's very close to home, also. Because it's who either of those teams will play. 11-11 now, both teams. Very good student section here for Licking. Eugene, a lot smaller student section, a lot quieter. Crowd, they're in basketball mood already. Eugene with the lead again. PSA about mental health.
24/7 confidential and free emergency line for mental health related distress, including thoughts of suicide, as well as substance use crisis. So who should dial, text, or chat 988? Anyone. If you are having feelings like you can't go on, contact 988. If you cross paths with a stranger who is having a mental health emergency, contact 988. If you are with a loved one who is having a substance use crisis, contact 988. It can be for yourself, for your loved ones, or anyone in need of help. If it feels like a crisis to you, then it's a crisis. Contact 988. At the other end of the line, you'll find trained, compassionate crisis professionals who can help you over the phone or connect callers with community resources, including those that can provide an immediate response. 988, the compassionate connection for those experiencing mental health emergencies, suicidal thoughts, or substance.
Wallace with the serve for the Wildcats, 14-13, Licking on top. 2-0 lead for Eugene if you're just joining us. Licking now taking a lead here. If this does go to 5, the fifth set will be just to 15. record here, 16-14. It was 25-18, 25-17. Eagles in the first 2 sets. Looking at the Eagles now. Once again, fighting back that front line there. A wild play there. They're able to get up high and hit that ball straight down as hard as they can, which creates some issues for Licking. Not able to adjust very well. This time a soft touch out of bounds. And that is Licking coach already had a yellow card for a book violation or something. I'm not sure. 17 points off the big hit by Licking. Able to defend it. Big hit. And that kill will give them a 2-point lead once again. Side, 21-19. Out, so point stays with the Eagles with a 1-point game. It's joining me tonight, and I apologize for the video issue, but it wasn't on my end.
The frog
Put a frog in a pot of boiling water and it'll jump right out. But put a frog in a pot of cool water and slowly heat it up, and that frog will boil. It's a lie. But as a metaphor for us and all that we go through as veterans,
Any real-world experience.
it's a story that rings true. We make excuses for how we feel. We push everything down. We tell ourselves the lie that it's easier to stay in that boiling water, to disconnect. And some days, maybe, it is. But you've never been interested in easy. Reaching out is hard. Do it anyway. You're not alone. You've got this. You are not a frog.
Find resources at va.gov/reach.
So I want to thank the store in Licking for providing coverage of district volleyball this year. Also, a co-sponsor of the Frisco League tournament, helping provide coverage of the Licking Wildcats during that. That comes from Lakeway at the end of November. Licking able to take the lead narrowly. I mean, they were able to come away and, they're using the momentum from before to keep going, which is what they needed to do. And it's a loud gym here. It is pretty loud. But Eugene also able to come back. They're just not getting that constant runs they need here. If they could have got several, 4 or 5 point runs, we'd be looking at 2-1 or 1-1, maybe 2-0 Licking. 23 points now. Eugene 2 points away. Timeout. We'll be back in 1 minute.
24/7 confidential and free emergency line for mental health related distress, including thoughts of suicide, as well as substance use crisis. So who should dial, text, or chat 988? Anyone. If you are having feelings like you can't go on, contact 988. If you cross paths with a stranger who is having a mental health emergency, contact 988. If you are with a loved one who is having a substance use crisis, contact 988. It can be for yourself, for your loved ones, or anyone in need of help. If it feels like a crisis to you, then it's a crisis. Contact 988. At the other end of the line, you'll find trained, compassionate crisis professionals who can help you over the phone or connect callers with community resources, including those that can provide an immediate response. 988, the compassionate connection for those experiencing mental health emergencies, suicide.
That is Nickham for Eugene, 23-22. Anything, you have to win by 2 if it's 24. Set up a game point. Eugene 1 point away from, 1 serve away from being the Class 2 district champion here and hosting the next round. But not wanting to settle down yet. 24-23. So 1 more point. Licking's going to force overtime, but they're going to force some extra points here if Eugene's going to close this out. Eugene Eagles are the district champions. Congratulations to both teams. Congratulations to Eugene and Licking here. Thank you for joining us. It has been a very good district tournament and good broadcast. We will see you Friday night from Central High School. Waynesville Tigers district